Socrates Villarreal here with Hispanic Panic. We're catching up with Wim Benz at the Lakewood Brewing Company, and I'm here to find out what he thinks about Untapped Festival. But first of all, tell us a little bit how you got started in the industry.
Started homebrewing, and my interest in the industry I was working in kind of waned a little bit, and my interest in beer started to come up, and then they kind of crossed paths, and one started to win out over the other one, and I went to the American Brewers Guild and got my brewer's training there. Michael Pedicolis and I graduated from the same class at the American Brewers Guild. We were actually there together. So I apprenticed at RAR out in Fort Worth. Mm-hmm. Worked at RAR for a little bit after that, and then but my wife was pregnant at the time, and the commute from here to there just wasn't working.
Sure.
And started looking at the possibility of opening up a brewery here.
You're 1 year in, and you've got bottling down, which there's some brewers out there that are still debating we can or bottle.
Right.
And,
Right.
In a year, I've seen you guys on the shelves a lot of places.
Right.
And so that distribution is quick. And I've had a couple different. I've had your lager a handful of times, mm-hmm. and it's consistent, which is that's what the important piece is.
That's the very important piece. So, after opening this place up, and while we were still sort of under construction, we got very lucky that we got Jason on board about a month in, and Jason's our lead brewer. He's worked at RAR, he worked at Oscar Blues, and he was the head brewer at Grimm Brothers in Colorado. So, but he's a Garland native, and he wanted to move back home. So
welcome home.
Yeah, so welcome home.
Right. It's that North Texas community again that is what's so exciting about Untapped Festival, is that everyone gets to come together in one place, show their wares, have a couple of specialty items.
I mean, it's almost like going to a class reunion, because we all started at the same time.
Right.
So it's all like we all went to college together, or we all went to high school together, and every time we go to one of these festivals, we all see each other. It's like, hey, we all catch up. Hey, how you doing? What are you guys doing with this? What are you guys doing with that? How are sales? What's up? How you doing? So it's we're all competitors at some level, but this is such a small industry, and there's so many people who drink craft beer in Dallas, and so many more people who haven't even been introduced to craft beer, that there's room for everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, we have 2-3 million people in the DFW area. Mm-hmm. If only a small portion of that were dedicated and only craft beer drinkers, we're all going to do just fine.
Yeah.
Which is great. Mm-hmm. It's having that local connection to a product.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people get to visit the farm where their vegetables come from.
Right.
And
we're here today, folks.
Yeah. Come visit the factory. I mean, this is where it's made.
Yeah.
From start to finish. The feedback is what keeps me going. I'm in here most of the day just looking at other sweaty people. So it's on a tour day that I get to interact with people, because I'm not the sales guy. I'm not out in front of people. So on the tour day, I get to talk to people, I get to interact with people, and everyone's like, hey, love your beer, love what you're doing. I remember when I had my first Temptress, however long ago, and wow, it's so amazing. And I mean, that kind of feedback and that kind of interaction and that kind of one-on-one is just awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just really great.
Right on. Well, a little bit more of that to come then.
That's what keeps me going.
Untapped Fest, we'll get a lot of that then. I appreciate you sitting down with us and taking some time to tell us a little about your story.
Absolutely.
And your perception of what's going on in the Metroplex. So,
yeah.
Hey, thanks, man.
We'll just keep making good beer and keep the community growing and have some fun doing it.
Cheers.
Cheers.